Warning, this content contains foul language, violence, and gore. Enjoy the story. Hello guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. This is a review of a current series I had going on a while back, What If Deku. Well, this is Sesshomaru's reincarnation. I believe the prior series was What If Sesshomaru had, What If Deku had Sesshomaru's powers. I had a hard time figuring out how to start this, how to go about it. So I'm just going to use the easiest thing I could think of. So, like I said, Deku's going to be the reincarnation of Sesshomaru. Let's get down. Oh yeah, I'm gonna discuss something real fast before we leave. Before we start our story. Now, I know the light whip. It's strictly a anime power that was in the anime, not the manga. He doesn't use the light whip in the manga, but in this, I'm going to use the light whip because it's an awesome power. So that said, as Inko met Sashi, as the thing happens. Also, sorry, the same thing happens in canon as it happens in here. When it differs is Izuku's appearance, as Sashi noticed the white hair with the markings on the cheek and the moon crest on his forehead, as he wanted a DNA test, thinking that's not his kid. The DNA test became as Asashi was happy about the results. It turns out Izuku is his kid. Mr. and Mrs. Midoriya, according to the DNA sample, he is your son. Good, good. I don't worry, Asashi. I wouldn't cheat on you. He's getting shit for accusing of Inko of cheating. Doctor, what's wrong with my son? His ears are pointed, the markings on his face, the claw-like fingernails. Is this his quirk? Has he already manifested his quirk? As a doctor, I don't know what this is. It might be a mutation, a genetic mutation. I don't know. He doesn't have the right bone to develop a quirk. It might be. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know about quirks fully. This this might be just a new quirk. We don't know. Ultimately, the doctor decided to label it as some sort of mutation quirk. He clearly doesn't have the bone, but they don't know about quirks 100%. Quirks is still a very unknown factor. It comes in all shapes and sizes, so maybe it's evolved to a point where they can't. It's not identified as by the normal means. As Izuku is have a very quiet kid through his early years of growing up, as he has some. Inko did see him lift objects with telekinesis. Short note: he has telekinesis in Inuyasha for some reason. I looked through his bio just a refresher of his abilities. I won't be getting Taiseiga or his other sword. So just let you guys know he's not gonna have no swording like that. He really don't need it. Anyways, as she stuck it up, as she pretty much thought it was maybe just a physical mutation. Maybe was dominated down her family line. Ultimately, she accepted that maybe it's just part of his quirk. The physical the physical look of Izuku. You have about Izuku about 5 years old. Mother. Yes, dear? I wish to change my name. What do you mean, dear? You don't like the name Izuku? No, I do not. I wish to be called Sesshomaru. fine, dear. We'll get your name switched. You don't have a problem with your last name, do you? No, Mother. Midoriya is adequate. I'm gonna return to my room. Good day, Mother. Dear, before you leave, why sesshomaru? I like the sound of it. It's more... It's more adequate. Good day, Mother. As Inko sighs, as you know, eventually they get Izuku's name changed to sesshomaru. Sesshomaru Midoriya. As sesshomaru doesn't have any past memories of his life, so there's not... He won't know nothing about it. But he oddly knows what he's able to do. He already knows how to, well, pretty much use his light whip. His poison claw, he knows of that as well. He knows he has some sort of transformation, but he doesn't use it. No one's worthy to see him in that form. He's serious, but he likes to mock his opponents. Kind of playful a little bit. One day, when Inko and sesshomaru were walking around, she's just doing her chore, well, doing her errands. The challenge agency, did notice sesshomaru because of his good looks. As she gave Inko a card. He sorry, gave her. She's a talent agency for a model organization, modeling. As she ultimately thought about it as after Asashi went overseas, their kind of money situations kind of dire, so she started taking little sesshomaru over here a couple of model shoots as the years has passed, as he's got quite a name for himself in the fashion world. Because of how successful sesshomaru is, they got out of that apartment and they have their own house in the rich part of Japan, or the rich area basically, where all the wealthy family goes. Because of their sorry, because of their status, because of their from, they've got quite a bit of money. Ishimaru, well, Inuyasha, well, not Inuyasha, sorry, Izuku slash Sesshomaru, that he's going to be called because he changed his name. He hasn't met Bakugo, so they didn't go to the same school. So he went to some boarding school out of the country. That he does modeling work over there, so he sends his mother the money to make sure she's taken care of. Izuku is 14 as as he got done with school, as he gets into the limousine, as he sits down in the back, as he looks at the driver. You're not my normal driver. Who are you? Quiet, kid. As the man sits in the back with with the Sesshomaru, points a gun at him. Just keep quiet and everything will be fine. We're gonna get a lot of money for you, kid. So ransom is your plan here. Correct. You're a smart boy. With your fame, your families be more than able to provide us with the ransom. It's not going to end well for you, you know that, right? Shut up, kid. As they drive off, as they get out of the car, as they shove, Joshimaru into a room, as they contact Inko, we have your son. If you don't send us the money, he's good as dead. I want proof that my son's alive. Here, kid, your mom's on the phone. Hello, mother. Are you okay? You're not hurt? I'm fine, Mom. You might want to call some heroes. I suggest you hurry. As Inko gets off the phone, you contact her. What did you do, kid? Simple, you peons. I'm saving your lives. What you mean? As they kind of backhand Sesshomaru. You shouldn't have done that. Now I'm going to have to kill you all. What? As Izuku, Sesshomaru breaks out of the handcuffs, grabs the man by the throat, and throws him against the wall. As immediately they open fire as Sesshomaru but has his light whip out of one of his index fingers as he cuts the bullets in all in half. As one of them tried to strike Izuku with he's tried to right hook Izuku as Sesshomaru grabs his hand. I guess I probably can't kill you. It would cause my mother some hardship. But but no one ever said I can break you. What? As he crushes the man's wrist or hand, breaks the man's hand as he screams out of pain so Sherma begins beating the man senseless. As suddenly heroes bust in as they see the hostage sitting on a chair with his phone out. Oh, heroes, you have arrived. Yeah, they're over there. And they're all scattered. I suggest you send them some medical help. They're feeling under the weather. Are you alright, kid? Yeah, I'm fine, hero. Can I go now? You do this, kid? You are correct. They damaged my face. So far, I gave them the proper punishment. Now, you please excuse me. I haven't seen Mother in quite so many years. As Inko sees Izuku, or Sesshomaru, walk out of the building, as Inko rushes over to give her son a hug. Thank God you're right. I'm fine, Mom. They didn't hurt you? What did they do to your face? They struck me. They've been dealt with. The heroes did their job. Can we go now? Yeah, just wait in the car while I talk to the authorities. Understood, Mother. It's nice to see you again. Mr. Shermer just walks off and goes into the limousine as he waits for his mother to return. As she gets it all sorted out. Oh, Hero. As yes, young man. Here. As he throws his phone, that's one of the kidnappers' phone. You'll be able to find all the information, who they work for. It's all in there. Thanks, kid. No problem. As they Inko immediately took Izuku home to Shermer, basically. After all, he changed his name. I just gotta get used to saying I'm so used to saying Izuku because that is canon name, but in this it's gonna be Sesshomaru. So as Sesshomaru waits in the car, because his mom finally gets in the back as they leave. As Inko's just making sure her son's, alright, if he's not traumatized. Stop nursing me, Mom. A little kidnapping's not going to affect me, Mother. After all, I perform with what line of work I do. I'm used to this sort of tension. I know, but a mother worries. I know, Mom. Fret not. I'm fine. This is when Sesshomaru gets home with Inko. What's this, Mother? This is your new school uniform. I thought I was going back to my private school. Now, you've been away from me far too long. This just proves the fact that I want you close. Very well, Mother. So am I going to a public school? Yeah, a good one. As the next day has progressed, as Izuku's get his Sesshomaru gets his school uniform, and as he's waiting in the car, as his mom gets in the back seat with him, promise me something, dear. Yes, mother. Try to be well less you and try to make some friends. Very well. I will try to be approachable. Don't worry, mother. I will act accordingly. Don't know where you get this from. Sure didn't get it from me. Or nor your dad. Daughter's mother, I'm not a deadbeat like the old man. I know me and your father are having issues, but it's not good to talk about it bad about him. I really don't see the point why you stick up for that man. Should have cut off all ties with that man the moment you found out that he was sleeping with his secretary. Loyalty whatsoever, pathetic. He's no father of mine. All right, Shishomaru, be good. I will, mother. Listen, class, we're getting a new transfer student today. As all the classes decided to get a new transfer student, as several kids are asking, is it going to be another guy or girl? As a lot of people are gossiping. As you have Shoto, being his emo self. As you have Momo just reading her book, not really paying attention. Teacher steps out of the classroom. Please, this way, Mr. Midoriya. As everyone sees these, Shishomaru for the first time, please introduce yourself, dear. My name is Shishomaru Midoriya. Very nice to meet you all. Sensei, where is my assigned seat? It's right over there. Young Midoriya, there's a seat open for you between Momo and Shoto over there. Understood, Sensei. As Shishomaru sits down, as he begins to pay attention to class, as his day progressed normally, as he saw a bunch of upperclassmen hassling Momo Yadarozu. Hands off me, I told you no. As when they were about to do something more, as one of them was about to slap Momo across the face, basically calling her a tease, as Shishomaru grabs him by the hand, the young lady said no. And who the hell are you? So you must be that new transfer student I've been hearing about. The pretty boy. It's no way to treat a young lady. Apparently, your good-for-nothing parents didn't teach you respect. I'm more than willing to teach you this lesson. What you gonna do, kid? Get your hands off me. As Shishomaru squeezed hard, as he's screaming out of pain, as everyone can hear is a loud crash as the kid got thrown out the window. As you have Shishomaru with his hands behind his back, as he's looking down on them. As the kid, gets up, it wasn't two-story building or anything like that. It was just a one-story. Know your place, weakling. What's going on over here? Principal, that peon over there was being very unkind to Miss Yaoyorozu over here, harassing her. Miss Momo over here could tell you what happened. I just taught him a lesson, how you should treat a woman. I'm willing to have any sort of punishment my way for physically for using violence. But if I didn't, he would never learn. Come this way. You too, Ms. Yairozu. As as Shishomaru's not talking to Momo, does walking with the principal as Shishomaru? Yes. Thank you. No problem, Momo. Or Yairozu. Please, just call me Momo. Very well, Momo. As they say him, Momo and Shishomaru in the office. It's your first day here and you're already causing trouble. Alright, you're gonna have to pay for the window. Understood, principal. As Izuku pulls out a checkbook. As he writes here, this should be adequate to fix the window. I go, sir. My mother's waiting outside. You could go, just don't make a habit of this. Understood, sir. How was your first day, dear? Fine, mother. I had a little altercation with one of the students, but it's been rectified. You didn't hurt them, did you? No, mother. I just taught the little punk a bit of a lesson about respect. At least you didn't get expelled. That's good. As, as his time at the school progressed normally, oddly, the kid's been staying away from Momo. That was harassing her. As he knows, him and his group of friends give Shishomaru a nasty look as they whisper each other as they're plotting something. And Shishomaru knows it. As he's on top of the roof, well, on top of the balcony, well, the roof on the school, as he hears the door open, I figured you idiots would come, seeking trouble again. You're gonna pay for what you did to me, kid. I brought my friends. Take him. As several of the upperclassmen rush Shishomaru, as Shishomaru just grabs him by the face, slam him to the ground. You weaklings should really know your place. To think you could challenge me. You don't have the adequate power. I seek nothing more than the battle of the most powerful being alive, which includes all of you, lowly weaklings. Come. Meet your fate. As they all pull a knife out, as they all pull knives. Weapons, is it? Very well. Let's see what you got. As the Sherman is dodging out of the way, as they're trying to slash him, as he's dodging it very easily. As he grabs the blade with 2 fingers, as he snaps it. Again. As all of the kids are breathing heavy. What the hell is this guy? What is this quirk? Other weaklings, getting tired already. Thought you were here to put me in my place. Such a pity. I expected more. So boring. What? You heard me, lowlife. You're boring me. Or where I go, I'm surrounded by weaklings. So frustrating. When will someone worthy challenge me? As Sesshomaru starts kicking the upperclassmen, as he breaks several of their bones and arms, as they scream out of pain, as he grabs the leader of the little group, slams him against the wall, lifts him up by the neck, slams him against the wall. What should I do with you? Shall I end your miserable existence? Or should I throw you off the roof? Choices, choices, choices. Several of the upperclassmen are about to attack Sesshomaru from behind as they're encased in ice. As Sesshomaru looks, Sesshomaru looks the back of him as he sees Shoto Todoroki. You've done enough, kid. You did enough, new kid. As much as I hate these losers, no reason to No reason to go overboard. Yeah, you believe your name was Todoroki, was it? I sense I sense potential in you. As he throws the kid on the ground, as he coughs up from lack of air from his throat. As I wonder, will you provide me with the necessary entertainment? So Shromaru is about to attack Shoto. As Momo comes in the middle of them. Alright, you two stop it. As Shromaru scoffs. Very well, Momo. Word of advice. Shoto, was it? Stay out of my way. You'll be the next one I... You'll be the next one I educate. As Shishirmu just walks past Shoto, not even really acknowledging him too much. He's interested in Shoto, but only in a fight, see if he's weak or not. If you're anything like your father, you're probably not that impressive. What did you say? You heard me. Anything, Shoto? I pity you. You must be a total disappointment for your family. As Shisharma leaves Shoto with those last words, as Shoto's irritated. So when Shisharma gets home, after wandering around a little bit, as he sees his agent, Miss, let's call her, Wong, what are you doing here? Oh, I came to talk to you, actually. This is business. Please, sit. As Inko tells her to sit, and she gives her some tea and everything. What's going on? Why are you here? Yes, there's a little tournament going on here in Japan. It would be good press. It would be good for his portfolio. It'll be good for his career to get his name outside of modeling. What type of tournament you're talking about? Something called the Cork Blast Tournament. It's a new tournament they've established. This is going to be the first year they've ever hosted. It's good press. Your name alone, Shishomaru, will get a lot of seats filled. Interesting. Mother, what do you think? I'm okay with it if this is something you want to do. Let's think. I accept. Maybe I'll find someone strong enough to entertain me. When is it happening? It's happening in 5 months. I suggest you get yourself ready, train, and I will contact you in a few days with the minor details. Understand, Miss Wong. What division you want me to sign up in? Or sorry, Wong's like, what division do you want me to sign you up for? They have two division, team divisions, and they got their the single mock battles. Single, please. Very well. Understood. As Miss Wong leaves, as she gets everything set up for the paperwork, so Shirmaru did, eventually sign some paperwork, some flyers, as they're getting everything all set up on their end. Before you go to your room, yes, mother. Make sure this doesn't interfere with your schoolwork. Understood, mother. I will not. My schoolwork won't be compromised. Good night, Mom. Good night, dear. As Shirmaru goes up to sleep, and that's probably where we're going to stop it off. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones, and I'll catch you in the next video.